like I said, we still live the American dream here, but it doesn't happen by accident. It only happens if we have the right environment where people can do that, where people can, find the jobs that they need to take care of their families, allows them to be involved in their communities. And again, the state can't create the jobs specifically, but can create the environment to allow people to be successful, to create those jobs.
Mm-hmm. That's one thing we have, jobs. We need people to fill them, right?
Right.
Yeah.
But we also want to have more and better paying jobs as well, right? And part of the way we're going to accomplish that is through workforce development. I talk to companies all across the state, and they tell me they can't hire enough welders or machinists or electricians. And I think we do a disservice to our kids if we don't expose them to the trades, because there's a lot of great jobs available in that. And so I think if we, when I was in junior high, now they call it middle school, we all took industrial arts and home economics, woodworking, metalworking.
Sure we did.
And welding, cooking, sewing. And my school district has gotten away from that. And so I think that we need to look at the curriculum to say we need to figure out a way to incorporate that back in to expose kids to that, because there are a lot of opportunities in the trades.
Yeah, Pete, is that money from the school's point of view? I mean, they've gotten away from that. Is it money?
Some of it's money, and frankly, another part of it's testing. The testing that we have today focuses very much on the math and reading, and so one of the things we want to think about when we're trying to figure out how do we want to evaluate our schools is not just on those, but some of the other things like teaching industrial arts, so that kids can get that exposure and it's not so heavily focused just on the test. And I think that's some of the fallacy behind some of the things like No Child Left Behind and other federal programs that are trying to tell us what to do on education. Is really we need to figure out what we want to do with education here in the state. This is not a federal issue. This is a state and local issue. Well, tax reform is definitely one of the things we have to attack in the state. We're a high tax state.
Right.
The only state around us that has a higher income tax is Iowa. And we all know how high property taxes are here. The way you get real property tax relief or real income tax relief is by controlling spending at the state level. So we have to slow the growth of state government to free up those dollars to be able to return them to the taxpayer, whether it's going to be in forms of property tax relief, by putting more money, for instance, directly into the property tax credit relief fund, or bringing our income tax down. And I think we have opportunity here at the state to be able to do that. You can always build on your predecessors and take it to the next level. And in our state government, I think that we've got the opportunity to leverage technology to be able to do a better job of providing a high level service, but at a lower cost.